it rot. But the things that live there,
Hello, Daddy.
they come back.
Sky, pull it together and get back out there. No.
Prime Video is hiding some of the most disturbing, unsettling, and straight-up terrifying horror movies you'll ever watch. From psychological nightmares to unholy cults and grotesque monsters, these films aren't just scary. They leave a scar. So if you think you're brave enough, here are the top 10 scariest horror movies streaming right now on Prime Video. And trust me, the deeper we go into this list, the darker it gets. 10. Late Night with the Devil, 2023.
Thank you for allowing me into your living rooms once again. June Ross Mitchell and Lily, the young subject of the book, Conversations with the Devil.
I really don't think it's a good idea, Jack. She's becoming more unpredictable.
Good thing, that's why we still do live TV. Ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned for a live television first as we attempt to commune with the devil.
Let's start with one of the most original horror films in years. Late Night with the Devil plays out like a 70s talk show, but with a sinister twist. The host, desperate for ratings, invites a parapsychologist and a possessed girl onto his live Halloween special. And, well, things go horribly wrong. It feels real, too real, like you're watching cursed footage that was never meant to air. This is horror that creeps up on you while you're still laughing. 9. House LLC, 2015.
What happened that night at the Abaddon Hotel? It's everything. Sarah, have you watched those? No.
This is what happens when you make a haunted house, in a place that's actually haunted. House LLC is a found footage masterpiece that follows a team setting up a Halloween attraction in an abandoned hotel. But as they build the scares, something else wakes up. And it's not part of the show. You know those moments when a shadow moves behind someone and you're screaming, "Turn around"? This entire movie is that, stretched to a fever pitch. 8. Gonjiam, Haunted Asylum, 2018.
이거 되는 거야, 참아?
잼에 앞서 방송 순서를 간략히 설명해드릴게요.
Now we head to South Korea for a found footage film that will rattle your nerves. In Gonjiam, Haunted Asylum, a group of YouTubers live-stream their exploration of a real-life abandoned psychiatric hospital, ranked one of the most haunted places in the world. What starts as a viral stunt quickly turns into a nightmare. The moment the characters realize they're no longer in control, that's when things spiral into pure chaos. If you want immersive horror that traps you in a nightmare, this is it. 7. The Invisible Man, 2020. Sometimes, the scariest monster is the one you can't see. The Invisible Man, starring Elizabeth Moss, takes a classic horror idea and updates it into a brutal psychological thriller. She plays a woman escaping her abusive ex, only to discover he may still be watching her, even though he's supposed to be dead. The film masterfully plays with silence and space. Every empty room feels dangerous. Every creak feels intentional. 6. Carrie, 2013.
I want to be normal.
Wipe that smile off your face.
Help this little girl see the sin of her days and ways. She'd made innocent. The curse of blood would
Mama, that's not even in the Bible. It doesn't say that anywhere.
Go to your closet and pray.
No.
You gotta keep killing him.
No!
Stephen King's Carrie is one of horror's most iconic stories, and this modern version doesn't hold back. A shy, bullied teen with telekinetic powers. After years of torment from classmates and abuse at home, she finally breaks. And the prom scene? still legendary, what makes Carrie so scary isn't just the supernatural powers. It's the cruelty that pushes her there. It's a slow build toward a boiling point, and once it erupts, no one is safe. 5. Smile 2, 2025. Smile 2 brings back the curse, an entity that infects people with a twisted grin before forcing them to take their own lives in front of a witness. Then, that witness becomes the next victim. This movie is full of chilling jump scares, but it's the underlying feeling of doom that really sinks in. You feel the curse chasing the characters, and by the end, you start to feel like maybe it's chasing you too. 3. Nosferatu, Remastered Classic. This isn't just a horror film. It's where horror began. The original Nosferatu from 1922 is now beautifully restored on Prime. And trust me, even after 100 years, Count Orlok is still nightmare fuel. There's something deeply eerie about the silence, the shadows, the slow movements, and those haunting eyes. Watch it late at night with all the lights off. It hits different. 2. Dr. Sleep, 2019.
These people, they hurt people like us.
Where are we going?
There's a place.
A sequel to The Shining? That's a bold move, but Dr. Sleep pulls it off. And then some. Years after surviving the Overlook Hotel, Danny Torrance is a broken man. But he's pulled back into a world of psychics, soul eaters, and childhood trauma. The villains are terrifying. The visuals are hypnotic. And the return to the Overlook? Chilling perfection. It's not just a sequel. It's a deep, emotional horror epic about addiction, memory, and facing the ghosts you've buried. 1. Terrifier, 2016. Art the Clown has quickly become a modern horror icon. And in Terrifier, he shows why. This isn't your typical slasher. It's brutal, mean, and unrelenting. There's barely a plot, just Art stalking a pair of unlucky girls on Halloween night. But the violence? Shocking. The makeup? Nightmare-inducing. The kills? Unforgettable. So, which one of these horror films are you watching tonight? If you enjoyed this list, hit that like button, subscribe for more horror deep dives and movie recommendations, and tell us in the comments, which movie scared you the most?